to battle in 2028?
I don't think it's an issue because we're all going to come together as one party and work. So there shouldn't be a problem at all. And you should, as for pointers, you should expect that sometimes it gets very tough and certain words are used which are not palatable, but hey, you have to take it as it is. And that doesn't mean you should go out of the party. So I hope if I'm the winner, I will be able to bring the party together.
Okay. Some delegates are done voting, others are yet to. What would be your message, particularly to those who are yet to hit the voting centers?
Well, all I'll say, they should vote number one.
But are you so far? Are you so far okay with the process? Are you so far okay with the process and
with what I've seen here? I hope it's everywhere. Because so far, so good. Yes.
Yesterday, I did speak to the team in OWUSU East. They were raising some concerns about the manner in which the voter roll has been put together. Have you had any feedback from them? Those challenges?
It is coming home.
So far, I'm not aware of what you say, but I'll cross-check. I don't expect any violence. I mean, if you look at the number of police
Welcome back. So we'll be going straight to Bono East to speak to Samuel Ayama. Samuel, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes. What is happening at Bono East? Please speak to us.
Okay, thank you very much. I'm currently in Techimai North District, that is the Chiobodom, the capital, and I just left the Techimai South, and after the time I left there, over 200, 400, because for the...
I just left the Techimai South, and after the time I left there, over 200, the 400, because for the Techimai South, because of the numbers, they have 2 polling stations in the Techimai South constituency, and then the 11 constituencies that we have here, all the other, they have only 1 polling station each, because the numbers are not that much. But for the Techimai South, the election is ongoing, and they have 2 police stations there, and the numbers that are expected to vote in Techimai South are 1,450 that are voting in Techimai South. And then the information I also gathered is that in Yatebupua Mountain constituency, about 964 delegates are expected to cast their votes there. And currently I'm in Techimai North here, and I'm to speak with some of the executives and also find out how the election is ongoing.
Well, sorry for the network connectivity, but back in studio. Prof, so before we went for the break, I was asking that question, that if you look at the representation, 88% of these people who are going to decide who leads the party are people with SHS or below. So technically, what it means is that, and I mean no disrespect to them, but technically, what will excite you intellectually would not excite them. And these are the ones going to decide who should lead the MPP going into 2028. And MUSSA DANKWAH said, it gives these people an idea on what messaging to bring to these people, which will excite them for them to decide. Does this not give a bigger picture or portray a bigger picture on the problem we have as a country, as far as our political landscape is concerned? Because, I mean, for me, maybe I would want to hear somebody who's talking about figures. The other person wants to, somebody who puts 50 cities in a matches box for him and he will vote for him. And that person is going to decide who leads this country.
So I think largely, as we always say, every election is local. In the sense that we disaggregate the needs of the people who are going to vote and make sure that everybody, maybe we campaign on the message of what the delegates want, or generally what the entire population want. So when you look at the delegates that was selected, I understand it was largely polling station executives, right? So the other levels of the delegate system, that wasn't captured. And the polling station executives are largely the core of the support base. They are the grassroots of the party. And I think that in most of these areas, it's not so much about educational qualification or competence or those kind of things. It's more about your commitment and hard work for the party.
You want to work for the party. So
that's what they usually look at. And mostly you see the people who are less qualified or haven't been to school, they are the people who have time, can run around and do things for the party. Yes. So you usually tend to see those people occupying those level of positions. So it's more about commitment to the party's victory. It's more about hard work. It's more about having the time to be able to do that.
Right.
So I think that it doesn't surprise me that the level of education is that quite low, given the role that they play and then the availability of time to them. But what I also want to add is that educational literacy does not necessarily correlate with political maturity. You know, there may be people who are less learned in terms of education, but they have been in politics so much so that they understand the deeper, the in and outs of politics, and they can do very great analysis of the intention of the character of the people that they have worked with. So some of them have built experience over time, regardless of the fact that they have not been indicated. And you move around the concern, sit down with some of those people, and some of the ideas or the things that they will tell you, even you now who has gone higher, sometimes you haven't thought of politics that way. So what I want to believe is that definitely in terms of strategy, you have to disaggregate strategy. Because what you say to maybe a businessman in Accra will not be the same thing as who is a delegate. Will not be the same thing you say to a police station executive who hasn't been to school or who is a JSS leaver. Their needs are different. Even though it's all about bread and butter, the one who is uneducated and at the grassroots level will think of how he's going to feed himself, how he's going to feed his family, how he's going to pay school fees. A business tycoon here in Accra who is highly educated will be thinking about the political economy space for him to do his business, how to make profit so that he won't get DDEP and all those things. So it all boils down to bread and butter issue, but the conception is different. So definitely messaging has to be targeted, right? Even though it's on the same bread and butter issue, the way you package the message for the ordinary police station agent who is a delegate and hasn't been to school will be quite different. You know, I'm going to give you job. Maybe I'm going to bring professional jobs like career-based things, hairdressing, tailoring, mechanical engineering. This is how I'm going to train you, build your capacity, give you the resources and the money and the tools to start. That one is bread and butter for him. The one who is highly educated in Accra, you are going to free the political economy space and create incentives, maybe amend bills or introduce bills that will make the political, the business environment very favorable for him. And he will understand it in that particular perspective. The exchange rate will affect his business if he's have partners outside the country. How do you bring it down for him to be able to succeed? So those are the things. But I think it all boils down to the same thing. But the packaging, the strategy will differ because of this. And sometimes it may surprise you to know that those people that we think are not highly educated are so politically mature based on their experience. Most of them tell, we have been with DANKWAH since 1992, and they have moved with trenches from DANKWAH to President Kufuor to maybe President Kufuor to Bawumia, and they have seen it all. But maybe they can't write, they can't read. But that doesn't mean that they haven't had that kind of experience. But I do also agree that it will have a lot of impact in the kind of individual that they will eventually select. Because those orientations will definitely define how they use it and how they vote.
So, ISHAQ, I've followed the campaign for all five. And you hear messaging like, when you go looking for employment, they tell you have no qualification. Yet when they need you to work for the party, they don't ask for your qualification. When I come, I'll give you job. I don't care about your qualification. It excites the base, so they vote for them.
Yes, I think what you are saying is interesting. You forgot to add something quite interesting. I've heard Kennedy Japan, for example, says that when they were campaigning, they never asked for qualification. Now that they have won, you go to them, they're asking for qualification. If you encounter such a person asking for qualification, slap the person. I don't know whether you remember hearing that. He was advising party officials and said if he becomes president, qualification will not be bad to go anywhere. Once you come, any of my appointees who ask for qualification, slap the person. I mean, this kind of campaigning is not very, very effective because at the end of the day, there are some jobs that you require qualification to go there. A good example, a lecturer. It's not every job that you can just occupy because you're not there.
Right.
But I believe with this 80%, you could see that's why what the data reveal, most of them still prefer Bawumia.
Okay, hold on the 80%.
Okay.
I understand Alan Tego is at Amasaman. Hello, Alan. Alan Tego, can you hear me, Alan?
Hi, good morning. Thank you very much. Oh, is it good afternoon, shall I say? Well, we still have a whole hour to go. And so good morning. Thank you very much once again for coming to us here at the MAHAMA Polling Center. Interesting, this polling station is also A and B, is Amasama A and B. And they're split. One goes all the way from Media Kitua to Amasama, and the other one goes from Dedeman all the way to Media. And we have been here for quite some time now. The register has 1,556, and they're expected to finish by 3 p.m. And what the electoral officer is telling me is that if there is a delegate in the queue at 3, they will ensure they cast their ballot. They will not be asked to go home. But if you are not here, then the last person will be the police officer who will stop you. And so David has just finished casting his ballot. I've asked him to share his experience with us. And so, David, please join me. Thank you very much. This is GBC News GTV. First of all, what time did you get here?
I got here around 6:30.
But polls are supposed to open at 7, and you've only just cast your ballot. How did that make you feel, giving that long wait?
Oh, it's a normal process. As a citizen who want to vote, I have to wait to the time that I can cast my vote. So it's not worry at all.
First of all, share your experience. When it got to your turn in the queue, what were you taking through?
It's normal voting. This is about even 10 times I'm cutting a vote, so it's normal thing for me. So the experience is normal.
How far have you traveled from Media Kitwa or from Dedema?
From Amasama here.
Oh, you're from Amasama here. And so generally, how will you say the whole thing has been, the way it's been organized?
It's very perfect because, as you can see, everybody's on the queue waiting for the time to cut her or his vote. So no problem. Everybody is quietly waiting for the time to cast her or his vote. So it's okay. Everything is normal. The security are here, and the process is very smooth and very perfect. Yeah.
All right, David, thank you very much for this wonderful experience. And so I've just finished with David, who just finished casting his vote. And he's telling us the whole thing, the whole process is a smooth one. He didn't experience anything that would make him unhappy. He feels it is not his first experience. And so drawing on his experience, he's been able to do exactly what's expected of him as a citizen. You will also note that when we got to Atomic, within the KWABENA constituency, people who are seen as senior citizens were given preferential or special treatment in that they were not made to join the main queue. That seemed to be the case here as well. Aged persons are not made to stay in long queues. They're brought to the front, and they're quickly taken through the process to cast their vote. What we also know about this center is that given its population and given the experience in previous elections, they do not expect to have any other situation that would mar the whole process. They're very hopeful that everything will run as smoothly as David has earlier described. And by 3 p.m., they're sure that 1,556 delegates registered here within the Greater Amasaman constituency would have cast their ballots, and by all means, one of their delegates or one of their candidates will emerge a winner. And David was telling me off camera that whoever wins, they win not for themselves, but they win for the bigger elephant family. And that's what they're expecting. And so far, this is the situation here at the Amasama A and B polling station. My name, as always, is Darola Lantego, coming to you from Amasama.
Welcome back. So, Lawyer ISHAQ.
Yes, so I was saying that, yes, quite apart from a lot of them is influenced by the jobs. Something is very interesting in the Tamale media. I wish you could speak that way. If you listen to some of the reason people give for their vote. So most of them say that, look, these aspirants, when they become presidents, I'll not be able to get to them. Me, I will vote where Dr. Mohammed Amin Anta is. I will vote where Habib is. I will vote where Farouk is. So you see that people, in a democracy, I usually don't want to hear that because it's like those people lack agency. They vote based on other people. But the reality of it is that those people with the SSS graduates or people who are uneducated, they usually vote based on some particular intermediary. Who would I call and they will pick up and able to solve my problem for me. So whoever they are following, I will vote for such person. I don't know whether it's replicated across the country, but in the northern sector, we seem to be seeing those things that influences that quite a lot. And you could say that
it makes sense if if I know that Lawyer ISHAQ is with Dr. Bawumia. And I know that, look, if I go for Dr. Bawumia and he wins, the likelihood that Lawyer ISHAQ would get some appointment, which eventually will trickle down from the beard to the seam of my garment. So it makes logical sense.
It does make sense, but what I'm saying is that in a perfect democracy, you wouldn't want people to make decisions based on that. People with agency will make a decision based on who is good for the economy, not necessarily where can I benefit personally. But what we are saying is that the reality is that people are voting based on it. You see that? Well, I'm not saying all of them, but some people are voting based on it. I've heard the media utterances. I've had phone calls. Where do we need to vote? And I've heard other people receiving similar phone calls. And you could know majority of the people look at our party system. If you look at the parliamentary, the former appointees, well, almost everybody is now a former appointee because we are now in opposition. But you can see all of them are around our candidate. And he speaks good. Yes, he speaks good about him. That he's somebody who listens. Because people used to say that those people were only there because they were whipped in line. But we are in opposition. Who is whipping them in line? Though the Kennedy camp and other camp are making the argument that they are being whipped in line. And ask who is whipping them in line?
Okay, so we hold on to the whip. Gifty J is available. Gifty is speaking to us from Adenta Light Academy. Gifty, can you hear me? Hello, Gifty.
Yeah, Kojo. Yes, I can hear you. Good morning.
How are you doing?
Yes, Kojo. I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm great. Over to you.
Okay, so good morning and welcome to our continuous coverage of the presidential primary of the largest opposition party in the country, the New Patriotic Party. And obviously, this is one of the major highlights on the calendar of the party for this year because it gives them the opportunity to elect or select a presidential candidate for the next election, which obviously will happen in 2028. And so like the rest rest of the country. Voting is underway in this center under the Adentan constituency, the Light Academy Center, and behind me you can see that there's so much, a lot of voters or delegates have lined up to go and cast their ballot. Yes, everything is moving on smoothly. The process has begun. There's enough voting materials. The EC officials are working. Security is tight. But the only challenge has to do with the weather. The fact that, no shade or provisions have been made for these voters to have some kind of shade. The sun is so hot, and that's the only challenge here. So there's a bit of, chaos. They are not feeling that comfortable. And let me speak to some of them for them to share their experience with us. Hi. Good morning. You are live on GBC News, your state broadcaster. My name is Gifty AJ. Kindly introduce yourself, sir.
My name is Steven Ajete from Ajingano.
What time did you get here, sir?
Please, I came here I come here 8 o'clock in the morning.
8 o'clock. Yeah. And you are still in the queue. I can see you're not happy at all.
Exactly. I am very, very tired.
You're very, very tired. Wow.
My leg is paining me too.
Your leg is paining, sorry.
Exactly.
It will be okay. So what do you think?
The funny thing is that people get...
Oh, right now, I hope everything is moving on fine. And everything is very, very cool too. So we are trying our best for the team to move fine. Yeah.
Thank you so much. Wishing you all the best. Hi, sir. Good morning. Oh, you want to talk to us? Okay, let's try. Midipa, ese.
Nyamiado.
Betumsa wabre.
Wabre, salad. Me drabe 9 o'clock nambai. La nenko.
Date of his sentence in it.
Aye two, but I'm say omo yesu animu omo yesu kakra. Asa omo yesu kakra. Because ya nyan kwantama time na be to ba na be kitchen. Say omo 2 no be go change by 2 minutes ya mu ni abem. There's some in a quantum.
I can see you sweating already. What's the name?
I'm Stephen. We have your baby.
Okay. Introduce yourself, delegate, constituency executive. Who are you, sir?
I'm a police station executive.
Yeah. And you're also not too happy. You're also not too happy.
Yes, because we've been here about more than 6 to 7 hours now. And now still the voting process is not moving the way we want it.
What's your name, sir?
Kwame Boni.
Kwame Boni. Which area are you coming from?
Valley View.
Valley View.
Yeah.
And you're also not happy about the weather, the process, everything?
Yes, as you can see, I've applied water on myself too because the weather is too high for us.
Yeah. So you have to pour water on yourself.
On myself, yes.
But at least you have the patience to wait.
Yes.
How important is this election to you?
It's important to me because Ghana needs to be on a safer side. Yeah, because we need the leaders that can let the Ghana lift the name of the Ghana high. So it's important to me. That's why I've spent my time to come.
Thank you so much. Yes, so are you still watching our live coverage of the presidential primary here at the Light Academy Center in the Adentan constituency? And you can see that, yes, there's order. The process, if you enter the inner perimeter, the process is going on well, smoothly. People are in queues. There's order, hoping to cast their ballot. It's the before you enter the inner perimeter, that is the challenge. But once you get the opportunity to enter, yes, everything is moving on smoothly. So I would want to go and speak to the official in charge of this center to find out, how many people have had the opportunity to cast their ballot and how many delegates are we expecting for them to vote. Hello, sir. Good morning. My name is Gifty AJ, and you're live on GBC News and GTV. Your name, sir?
My name is Gerald Roberts, and I'm the Municipal Electoral Officer. And I'm also acting as the presiding officer for Center A in this election.
For this particular center, how many people have been billed to vote, and how many have been able to cast their ballots so far?
For Center A, we are expecting 791 to vote. And so far we have a little over 300. Yes.
That's good. Do we have enough voting materials and all that?
Everything is in the right quantities. We don't anticipate any shortage.
So, quick one, kindly take us through the process. If I came here as a delegate, where do I begin from and then end before I go home?
So you first go through the first screening area where you will drop your phones and other materials you are carrying. And then when you go through that center, you'll be shown where you vote, either center A or center B. Then you join the queue. When you get to the presiding officer's table, your ID card will be inspected. You go through the register. You'll be inked. You'll be given your ballot paper. You go and cast your vote, and then you go out.
It looks like your people outside are not too happy because of the weather, the arrangement. What advice will you give them? People are beginning to lose, you know.
Yes, they are delegates, and I believe that their candidates have come to campaign to them, so they should be patient. We have up to 2 o'clock. And by the grace of God, by 2 o'clock, everybody would have had the opportunity to vote.
Okay, sir. Thank you so much for your time. We are so grateful. Let's quickly go to the agent and find out whether they are okay with what's going on so far. Yeah, please, your name, ma'am?
My name is Victoria.
Okay, you are representing
Canada, Japan.
Are you happy with the process so far?
Yes, please. I'm very happy with it.
Okay, that's good. Next one. Hello, ma, your name?
My name is Dokas Grantima.
Which candidate are you
A
representing?
DMB.
And you're also okay?
Yes, I'm very okay.
Good. Next person.
My name is Sylvester Moa for Bray Champon.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good, pa. It's very good, yeah.
You are good, pa. I like that. Thank you. And finally.
Yeah, I'm representing here at Duchum. And my name is Isaac Esiakon.
Okay.
I don't think we have any issues here.
You don't have any issues. That's very good to know. Yeah, so we are giving you up to the speed information or coverage of the Light Academy Center here at the Adantan constituency. And as you can see, yes, the process is ongoing. We've been assured that there's enough voting material. Everything is in place. There's order. You can see visibly security is on standby or busily working to ensure that, you know, there's free and fair election for today. Sir. Hello, good morning. My name is Gipsy AJ and you're live on GBC News. Your name, sir?
You see, our commanders are around, so it's good we see them so that they can say whatever.
Understand. Okay, so we had wanted to pick a quick one from the security personnel here, but yes, protocol sake. So here is where you drop your bags, your belongings, particularly your phones. And then from here, you go to check your details in the register. If you are through, then you move till you get to the booth and cast your ballot. And from there, you can now go home peacefully. Maybe wait 2 o'clock, you come around for the counting. And if you're lucky and your candidate wins, then that becomes a big day for you. And so, KOJO, briefly, this is what is happening at the Adantan constituency, specifically the Light Academy Center, Center A and Center B here at the Adantan constituency. So that will be all for now. Over to you, KOJO.
Thank you very much, Gifty. If any development comes, please feel free to get back to us. ISHAQ, yes. I interrupted you, yes. So maybe you learn for me.
Yeah. So, but you've not given me the opportunity about the.
That's a campaign message for you. Then you do that one.
Okay.
To talk about Bawumia.
No, it will be too late. I want to give a message while they are voting.
But the people at the field. So right after this one, I'll take a quick break when I come. No, right after this, I'll take a quick break when I come. I'll give you time to do it. Then I'll move around.
So for me, I mean, based on what is happening in Tamale, if you listen to Sagani TV and Co, people giving the accounts as to why they are voting for either Kennedy, Bawumia or Brian Champa. It's usually based on the immediate person they are following, who they are with. And most of DANKWAH research seems to be quite interesting because we used to think Kennedy was strong in Tamale. But aside Bawumia, it's really true that Brian Champa seem to have voices.
Yes.
I don't really know whether they are support, but you've heard some of the insults that are coming between Bawumia camp and Brian Champa camp. I mean, I don't know whether they will translate to votes because the last time there was a lot of noises coming from Kennedy camp, but he scored almost 0. You remember the COP son, the youth for Sparrow, or the organizer, did not even vote for him. That's why he was the main representative. And the Northeast region, he recorded 0 in so many places. And yet he said he has supporters. And I think Bumpurugu is where he claimed that he had 3 votes and he was also given 0. I believe he has 0. Because that speaks to Mr. DANKWAH data again. People will tell him they are for them because they want to get something from them. Material benefits is what motivates some of these people. So for me, I won't be surprised if Bawumia win overwhelmingly as high as 70%. I want even more so that it will tell the good people of Ghana that we are really, really united. The prophecies, I'm not really sure about these prophecies that a lot of people are paying attention to, when there's a scientific data. But I'm not sure, is it an African thing? Or why do we usually prophesy so much when the advanced democracy do not prophesy?
Maybe they prophesy, but they don't televise it like the way we do. Because I don't think prophecy has anything to do with the color of the skin.
I am a strong believer of God. I'm a Muslim, so I must state that very clearly. I do believe God makes kings. But I am not sure whether God usually communicates to us in advance who is going to make a king.
I'm sure on this one we can discuss.
Yeah, but the statement that God helped those who help themselves, because I'm surprised that apart from the prophecy, I don't know why Kennedy and Japan still spend money, or other people, when you have already been prophesied that you will win.
So I have Kingsley, so I'm going to Kingsley when I come now. I'll give you the time for you to do your campaign. So Kingsley at Asinfosu in the central region is ready. Kingsley? Hello, Kingsley. Kingsley, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. So currently I am at Asinfosu, and Asinfosu is the Asin Central of the Central Region, and here is where we have one of the constituencies. As I speak with you, it is about 11:20, and 440 people have already cast their vote. And here the total number of delegates expected to cast their vote here is 548 at this particular center. I must say that what makes this center quite unique is the fact that one of the presidential aspirant or candidate for this primary, who happens to be Honorable Kennedy Ejapon, is from here and had already cast his vote. I must again put on record that the acting national chairman of the New Patriotic Party, Honorable DANKWAH Smith, popularly known as Bute, is also from this particular center and had also cast his vote. We've already spoken to them, and they have expressed some satisfaction so far as this is concerned, and they hope that at the end of it, it will be quite beautiful. I must say that if you look behind me, you see a number of people in queue who are waiting to cast their vote, and the enthusiasm with which the delegates have come around to cast their vote tells us all. Of course, I don't know why, probably because one of the candidates or the aspirant is from here, but they have done so well. They have comported themselves, and like you see, we have about 2 hours to go. But about 440 have already cast their vote. They are 548. So we are left with some few people to do. Those are the people they already in queue. You can see them. So we are anticipating that probably by 12:30, we should be able to have it done. But that is it for Asin Central and the uniqueness of the center. But let's come to Central Region in general. Central Region, the election is taking place in 29 polling centers, and that is what it is. But of course, we have 23 constituencies, but it's taking place at 29 polling centers for a reason. There are some centers that have 2 polling stations. There are some constituencies that have 2 polling stations, and one has to do with Agona West, for instance. And Agona West, we have 1,033 delegates who are expected to cast their vote. But since last week, we've had a whole lot of issues so far as that particular constituency is concerned. there are 282 people who have had their names taken off from the register because the National Executive or National Party claim that they have done something untoward. So they say they have forfeited their position to cast their vote, and so they've taken their names off. Hitherto, that somewhere last week, there was a whole lot of controversy. They had the press conferences and issue statements threatening to go there. I am told that they have been at the polling station or polling center to cast their vote, but given the number of police officers and the preparation that I've made, they couldn't, of course, vote, and everything is going on successfully. I must say, in terms of security, everything is on point. Here, for instance, we had over 140 or so police people that were deployed to this particular center. What it tells us is that they are ready to ensure that there is peace, and indeed, there has been peace almost everywhere. Most of the places that I've gotten in touch with our correspondent there, everything is going on successful. So that is what I will have to say. When we spoke with Honorable Kennedy Japan, of course, I believe that has already been played already on our channel. He was so optimistic that the election is going to go on in his favor and is going to be fair and firm. And he believed that, of course, the election or the campaigning had been quite heated at a point, but he is of the view that that is what has contributed to the success of the elections that we have seen so far. And of course, he had also commended the other candidate, saying that, of course, all of them have contributed in what we are seeing. He had again given us that assurance and pledge that he is hopeful that after this election, there can be peace, there will be unity, and they will fight together, hold hands together, and ensure that they deliver, of course, this nation through the new patriotic party. Honorable DANKWAH Smith, who is the party's chairman, also spoke with us. He is also, of course, optimistic that everything will be successful. He had expressed satisfaction so far as the exercise is concerned so far. So basically, it's been beautiful here in the central region, and since central, to be precise, where I am, and we don't expect anything untoward.
Thank you very much, Kingsley. That was a very good feedback given from Asen Fosu. We appreciate that a lot. So, Lord ISHAQ.
Thank you.
Now I'm giving you
the opportunity.
Yes.
Yes, as you said, we have had the opportunity of looking at the pros and cons of the merits, the strength and the weaknesses of the various candidates. So with Bawumia, I think let's use the English mantra. I think it has helped the English quite a lot. And that mantra is quite important. If it is not broken, do not fix it. And so this mantra has helped them so much that they were able to rule almost half of the world during the height of the British Empire. If it is not broken, don't fix it. So in going to this election, the question we need to ask is Bawumia broken that we need to fix him by replacing with somebody else to go for next election with the NDC? And for me, the answer is a big no. He is our best person to present for 2028 for a number of reasons. It is for this reason that when you look at most of the well-meaning people in the MPP, they surround themselves with Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. They have done the analysis to know that among these 5 people, he is our best bet going to 2028 for a number of reasons. Professor ALIDU have already said some of them. In terms of education, he's a solid guy. Primary in Sakasaka, yes, Sakasaka Primary. Then Tamale Senior High School, another very good, well-celebrated secondary school in Tamale. I don't want to project them too much. Then Buckingham University, Oxford University. He had the opportunity of teaching in some of the best schools in Britain. And with college, everybody will know in Barra High Street. Even for you to get the opportunity to teach here. So he's solid. Then Fraser University in Canada, with his PhD over there. So in terms of education, there is no doubt. And he has also had the opportunity of teaching universities in America as a professor. I think they just call every lecturer a professor, isn't it? Not necessarily he's a professor. And in terms of the work aspect as well, he has got that experience. The banking background and all that. And I think it was for this reason that we went for him as a running mate in 2008. Now, first point I want to make is that he has been tried and tested. Among all the 5 candidates, he's the most tried and tested person. As Professor ALIDU have said earlier, and my other colleagues, since 2008, 3 times running mate, he had the opportunity of being vice president 8 years. So this is a huge experience. He knows what we did right. He knows what we went wrong. And he's a guy who can even show remorse. He had the opportunity of even apologizing to the good people of Ghana. I mean, why should others even criticize him for apologizing? I mean, why can't he apologize if he realizes that we've had certain things wrong? To apologize is a show of remorse that something had gone wrong. And that if given opportunity, you will correct them. If somebody is able to do this, for me, it's a plus. Some people see it to be negative.
Right.
What kind of madness is that? I mean, if you are not able to diagnose a problem and admit, how can you do better? Right. So for him, he's tried and tested. None of these candidates have been tried and tested. We do not know what is in the closet with most of these people. If you present them, a lot of negative baggage will come along.
Right.
But this guy, we already know him. So in that aspect, the experience, he stands tall among all of them.
Pause on the experience. Okay. You know this is GTV because we are national.
Okay.
We have correspondents from everywhere. So we are going to Bolga Central to talk to Peter. Peter from Bolga Central. Hello, Peter. Hi, Peter.
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes, please
good
fire.
To you.
Yes, fire away.
We are in the Bolgatanga Central constituency, currently at the Regional House of Chiefs polling center. Here in the Upper East region, the exercise started as expected at 7 a.m. this morning. I had the opportunity to pass through Wale, that is in the Northeast region, where one of the candidates, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, comes from. From all indications, we realized that most of the delegates had arrived at the polling center just opposite the municipal assembly polling station, where many people were casting their votes. That is in the Walwale area. But proceeding to the Upper East region in Bolgatanga, currently where I am, the voting also started exactly at 7 a.m. And if you can see, many people have arrived here. Many people have already voted. Others are still in the queue to also cast their votes. And so that is what is going on here. About 886 of these delegates from the Bolgatanga Central constituency are expected to cast their votes. So far, over 431 people have voted. And I am wondering if they will be able to make it before 2 p.m. when they will be closing polls, because the number, about 886, are expected to cast their votes here. And so some people have already cast their votes, some people have already voted. You see that these are some of the delegates. Some have just arrived, others have already voted. But I want us to engage Maxwell. He is a member of the NPP in this particular constituency. And then I want him to tell us more how he has seen the exercise so far.
Thank you very much. As you can see, the election is going on successfully. It's going on successfully. There's no any cause for alarm. This one is an in-house matter, so there's no cause for alarm. At the end of the day, anyone that emerges, it's NPP that wins. So we believe that at the end of the day, we will not report any violence or misunderstanding in Bolgatanga Central constituency. Most especially, the voting venue is House of Chiefs. So I believe that as Masola Buria representing Dr. Ibrahim Champo in the region, I believe that we have done our work, and we have done our work very well, and the delegates bought into our message. And at the end of the day, what you are going to see here, it will be shocking. People will be amazed that the performance that Dr. Ibrahim Champo is going to deliver in Bolgatanga Central constituency. It's going to be a massive one. All of you will be surprised.
All right. So far, you think that we'll be able to make it because the polls will be closing around 2 p.m. and it's like many of the people have not yet voted.
Yes, that is true. But delegates, they say fear delegates, but some of them are still waiting. Maybe we are going around giving them tea, and that one is normal for them to.
You are giving them tea.
That one is normal. Like maybe if they come here, they want water. You can see that even if you go out, you realize that people are holding bread and zonko. That's the party.
Aren't you trying to buy their conscience?
What I mean is
giving
that,
them tea at this
what
point?
I mean is that it's not a particular aspirant or candidate.
Yes.
That is the party MPP. When you are organizing such an event, you need to make sure that you refresh your delegates. And it's the MPP party, not aspirants. So it's not that maybe this particular candidate or is giving somebody pure water or bread. That one you can negate it as a bribe. This is from the party.
Okay.
And you can see the moment the electoral aid comes, they'll just pick, look at somebody holding a bread there. They'll just pick and go out. Doesn't mean that a particular candidate is sponsoring it. It's the party that is doing it.
All right. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
And so let's get closer. Let's see if we can get closer. Then I want us to engage some of the delegates who are in the queue to cast their vote. But Michael wants to talk to us before we meet any of the delegates. Michael is the constituency youth organizer. Michael, have you voted or not?
I voted.
Okay.
I voted as at 7th. I came early and cast my vote. The environment is fine. We are happy. There are no any hitches. Everything is moving on smoothly. And we are only waiting for victory for DMB.
You should be relaxing at home while waiting for the close of polls.
Oh, we will relax after the last ballot is counted. And that is the most important thing. You see, we want a unifier. We want a leader with character that can bring everybody together. He has been with the party. He has sacrificed for the party. And there's the need for us to give him that opportunity again. That is what everybody is calling for. We need somebody that everybody can approach. That is the leader we are talking about, Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. I believe that everybody has an opinion. But where we have gotten to, the interest of the party is what we are all championing. And we have no other candidate apart from Dr. Alhaji Mahmoud Bawumia. And that is why we are continuing to. You see that the environment is very, very calm. Delegates have decided already. Whatever you do, whatever you say, the most important thing is that they are voting for DMB. They know him today and they know him today. The delegates are saying one thing, that in the unlikely event that something happened, then the new patriotic party is not well dying for. It's not well dying for. So that is what the delegates are saying. And in this case, they have, look, when you interview them, they will tell you a lot. But our own is to protect the votes that they are casting. And at the end of it all, we will come back together and work for victory 2028. Right. We appreciate your time and thank you for the opportunity.
Okay. So that is Michael Atinga. He is the youth organizer of the Bolgatanga Central constituency. We'll be wrapping it up, but I want us to engage just a few of the delegates who are still in the queue to cast their votes. You are a delegate. Tell me your name. Yes. So you speak to me. You're live on GTV. We want to find out why should you still be in the queue like this to go and cast it?
I'm Ashish Shrazu. I am a delegate, police station executive.
Okay.
Yeah.
And so, look at you are in the sun, and you are still here to cast your vote.
Yeah, and even voting will be closing at 2 o'clock. Me myself, I'm surprised the number is huge like this. But for me, I know yesterday we were in campaign, so we couldn't sleep. We left midnight.
You campaigned into the night?
Yes, midnight. So I want to believe it is part of the reason why maybe the tenure is, we came out late. Maybe it's started. But I know if the process is very faster, by 2 o'clock we shall be done. Thank you very much.
Right. Thank you very much. Okay, so let me see whether I can engage this young man to talk to us quickly about your presence here. Your name, please.
Okay, my name is Akurubire Benjamin. I'm a police station secretary.
Okay.
Yeah.
And you have not yet voted?
No, please.
When did you arrive here?
I came here around 9 something.
And you still not voted?
Yes,
You're
please.
getting to 12.
Yeah.
And you think that you'll be able to vote before
Yeah.
12 p.m.?
By the grace of God, I'll be able to vote.
What have you observed so far?
Yeah, it's like those with the register. I don't know what is happening there. As you can see, the queue is not moving. I think that the delay is coming from those who are holding the album. Yes.
So that the queue is not moving. We want to get inside there and know why the queue is not moving. Let's get closer and understand why the queue is not moving. But our electoral officer is trying to see how she can settle that. But we want to see what is going on here. Yes. So. Yes. So this is what is going on here. We do not understand why there is a chaos here. Yes. So, officer, what is happening here? What is happening? Hello, come. All right. So, officer, what is happening? Tell us. You okay? So, if you can come in, this is where they check their names, and then before they'll get inside there to cast their vote. But let me talk to the agent. Maybe they may know what is happening or why there is that chaos here. Can somebody just speak to us? What is happening here currently? Because
at the moment,
the queue seem not to be moving.
Sorry.
Yes.
At the moment, people are cross-checking their names, so it's like there's misunderstanding. But the police has come to rescue the situation. But in all, there's no misunderstanding. It's just people are cross-checking their names and other stuff.
So you think they'll be able to all of them be able to vote?
Oh yeah. Listen, all of us will be able to vote because we have gone past half of the total number of voters who are expected to cast their vote today. So we've gone past 400. We are hitting so far. We have 457.
Okay.
And
the total number is 800.
800 over 800 and something. Over 800 delegates who are expected to cast their vote. So we hope.
What are the other things that you want to tell us so far?
So far so good. Our regional executive, former regional executives, they've come in their numbers to cast their vote. So far, almost all the former regional executives, almost all the regional executives have cast their vote. And then our constituency executives, former constituency executives, and current polling executives. So far so good. So we expect that by the close of the day or by the close of 2 p.m. everything will be fine. So we expect the good one to our best candidate to emerge as the victor of the day. Yeah, thank you.
Right. So you can see over there that electoral officials are there trying to see how they can resolve the issue so that they would be the exercise will move smoothly here. So.
Well, thank you. That was good feedback from Bolga Central. It looks like voting has stalled. It's going a bit slow. We heard the agents speak to the reasons. We are hopeful that the police present and then also the Electoral Commission would intervene to get things to move so the 2 o'clock deadline will be met. It comes also the impression being created across is that it's been peaceful, which we thank the party, we thank the Electoral Commission, we thank the police for being able to make it this peaceful so far. We are hoping that none of the contestants would find reason to use whatever it is that would happen as reason to say they would not agree. Now that it's been peaceful, we know that by 2, when the counting starts, at least whoever is declared, the rest will support for the party to be the strong opposition that we all want them to be as a country. So, gentlemen, we are about a few minutes away from the first part of the program. Another team will join or take over after. We'll take a quick break. Right after the quick break, I'll come across the table for each of you your last take on the issue. Then we'll do your predictions, your percentage predictions. So you'll be MUSSA DANKWAH number 2. Then we'll end the first session. So we'll take a quick break. Right after the break, we'll come back and end the first session.
For decades, we have helped businesses connect with their trade partners all over the globe. From Ghana to Burkina Faso, Côte d'Ivoire, Benin, Togo, Senegal, China, Morocco, France, Netherlands, and many other countries.
Take over before we do, but before we go, I would go across the table. I think I have about 15 minutes more, so I would go across the table, let's say 3 minutes each person to give their final words, and then they'll end with their prediction percentage that they predict for each of the candidates. Then we would call it a morning after that. So, Powers, let me start with, since you are the one writing the most, so let me start with you. So 3 minutes.
Yeah, KOJO, I think it's very important. We are hoping that, and I think you pointed out, there are indications that some skirmishes are being recorded at some centers. It is important for the police to step up their game and for the commission to insist on their work. They are there to conduct election. They are not there to take sides. The police must do their work. If ever there are people who are fomenting the session, they must arrest them. Because we want this process to be peaceful so that the new patriotic party will come out stronger.
My last suggestion for today, I promise. So Morris at the headquarters. Morris, if you can hear me, please fire and let's go.
campaign team. Good afternoon or good morning to you, sir, and welcome to GTV. Are you still very much confident Dr. Bawumia will win today?
Well, thank you very much. I think that so far reports indicate that more than half of the country, close to 70-80%, have already cast their vote. And I'm very sure that in the end, the delegates of our party have always and have never missed in the idea of consistency. They've always made sure at every given time the vote to maintain a candidate who has already been marketed. And if you look at the composure, if you look at the resilience of His Excellency Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia throughout this campaign, it just tells you that this has been yet another path of making him a better person in getting ready to lead our party into the 2028 election. So I'm pretty confident that he will come out very victorious in this election.
About the campaign team, of course, a leading member. He agrees and accepts that the process has been smooth, transparent. So we accept that.
It has always been.
All candidates should accept
It's always been a smooth election. There's never been. I have been part of 6 presidential elections in the MPP. 6 elections. It has always been like this. We've always held these elections transparently, freely, without any type of intimidation, so that in the end, whoever is declared winner will be able to rally the entire party behind the flag as we march towards 2028. So I'm very confident with the process, and unfortunately for us, the Electoral Commission is in charge. The Ghana Police is here, and you can see the order that is currently reflected across the country. And I really want to thank the IGP for deploying his men throughout the country, and they are doing a wonderful job as far as keeping the peace and ensuring that the process is smooth. And I hope that once we are done with this process, all the candidates for that matter would be able to accept the results in good faith and take it in their strides. It's the nature of elections. You win some, you lose some. Defeat is not the end of your career in politics. Victory cannot also be the end of your career in politics. You still keep striving.
You say that any of the candidates is capable to lead the MPP into
We have the materials. We have adequate resource within the party at any given time to lead our party and of course to lead the country. But at this moment, the man who has shown clearly that if given the chance, you know, the Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia stands tall amongst all of them, as I see it, and as I've known very closely that he's a very measured, very considerate, very tolerant, and of course he's the type who is easy to go with. It's not too difficult for you to strike a bond of friendship or in a working relationship with him. And I think that's the type of person the party is looking for, who can calm the waters, who can hold himself together, and somebody who can, of course, bring about the unity of the party eventually. So I'm pretty happy that things will go well, Morris.
Finally, some say that your party is going through some bit of turmoil. Will you agree to that?
No, I mean, this is not it. I mean, anybody who says that we are going through turmoil, the NDC is just about to... internal elections are always one of the ways to energize the base of the party. And the MPP in its nature has very strong people with strong views about the way the party should go. And so people sometimes misunderstand those effusions as though there's some tension or some turmoil within the rank and file of our party. Once 31st is over, you will see an MPP that will emerge stronger. You will see a party that is completely focused, and you will see that we are now going to have special focus on taking on the government and acting like a responsible opposition, providing alternatives and a united front. Don't also forget that we've just come out of a very difficult election. We are taking into stock. We are listening to Ghanaians. We are listening to our party people. We are taking into consideration all the things that they have said and all the things that have made us lose this election the way we did, and we are going to take corrective measures to ensure that we bounce the party back, we make it attractive, we take account of the mistakes and the difficulties we had in government, and I'm sure that a next MPP president will be better, well understood, and would appreciate the issues properly and provide solutions for them.
Thank you very much. Abe Fakabo is a member of the Bawumia campaign team, a former youth organizer of the MPP.
Welcome back. So we are just a few minutes away. So in studio. So Paris, initially I had given you 3 minutes. Now it's reduced. So now you are just in your prediction moment. So from let's start with who you think would emerge. What percentage you think?
I was just hoping for some great disruptions in the outcome of the poll. You know,
there's only one person they've called a disruptor in all of this.
Yeah, so that's what. So I'm just you know, hoping that there will be a great disruption. In fact, I don't want to go with the crowd. So I'll place Kennedy first, Bawumia second, Brian third, then KWABENA Japan fourth, Educhum fifth. So this will be my
one time 50 plus 1, or you think there'll be a runoff?
No, I don't anticipate a runoff.
You don't anticipate a runoff?
It should be Kennedy 50 plus 1. Bawumia should hit over around 48.7. Then the rest we share the.
That's a narrow margin you're giving.
Exactly.
That's good.
Yeah, that's my prediction. I'm just trying to, you know, go tough, and I just want to see a change in the outcome of the poll. I mean, what has been generally predicted, I'm hoping there will be a change. Yes.
Right. You are playing that advocate.
Exactly.
Right. I don't want to mention the devil, but
no
advocate.
Yeah.
Prof.
The devil must be mentioned.
In this prediction. Prof.
I think it's a political process that we must all be interested in as Ghanaians because of the caliber of the MPP as the largest opposition party. But there's something in political science we call the primaries penalty. All the things that has been said during the primaries will definitely be used against the candidate who eventually emerges as a winner.
Definitely.
So there's definitely going to be bruises, financially, reputational, what have you. But one thing that is certain is that after these primaries, the MPP needs to rally around the emerging winner, and they see how we are waiting for them. We'll see how we'll go into the 2026 elections. But I believe there's still a lot of time ahead. That whatever fractures may emerge, you'll be able to mend it before 2026.
Okay.
I wish them all the best.
Prediction?
I think all the polls points towards Bawumia win. So I think he's likely to.
And you agree to no runoff one time?
No, I think he will take it one off.
One off.
Yeah, that's what all the polls predicts.
Right.
And I'm a strong believer in
polls.
Yeah.
Lawyer.
Yes, I'm not sure why you were scared to use the devil advocate when it comes to my good friend. He does not. He doesn't wish Ghanaians very well at all. I have no doubt that Dr. Bawumia will emerge as a winner, and it is right also because of the person he is. As I said earlier, he's calm and collected. He's the most marketed candidate among all the 5. When it comes to resource mobilization, even though he's not a rich man, he can mobilize resources for the general election.
Right.
And the last election demonstrated that. So for me, I have no doubt. It's for this reason that, I mean, MUSSA DANKWAH is just revealing the reality.
So what's your prediction?
I have no doubt.
So what percentage are you looking at?
60 to 70%.
Wow. Landslide.
Yes. I said I wish we could get more than more. I said 60 to 70%. I have no doubt he's going to win
landslide
with clear margin.
Kwame.
Eh?
I don't want to predict.
Right, you already predicted.
Yeah, predict.
No. I don't know. I see my prediction. My earlier submission was based on the comparative analysis.
Yes.
So if that's what you want me,
It was predictable.
so but I'm saying that in terms of the percentage, I just want to let's go and
But do you think there'll be a runoff?
I don't think so. I don't think so.
You think it will be a one-touch victory?
I see what you are trying to do.
Give us the results of your analysis earlier.
I think okay. Well, so if you push me, I think Bawumia will win by 53%.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
It's still a
You said
win.
it already.
53.
In your submission, you even made it
Yes,
evidently clear.
Why do you want a disruption?
I'm sure. I'm sure you might not even put Ken second from what you said earlier.
No,
you
just Bawumia. You see, Ken
The
and
rest
all those
really-
people, I don't really care about them like that.
The rest should go and sleep.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Anyway, so yes, we would be joined, or another team will take over from us. George Sapo and Doreen Ampofu will take over for the second part of the program, and then they will be joined by Dr. James KWABENA Bonfair, lecturer at the UPSA, Emmanuel Senyo Amekpelenu, he's a member of the NPP communication team, and then also Emmanuel Mensah, Deputy General Secretary for NPP USA, and George Yisi, member of the NPP communication team. They will take over from this panel with George and Doreen handling this to the counting stage. Thank you very much for staying with us. Thank you very much for all the contributions, all the eyeballs. We really appreciate it. I'm sure next week when we come, we'll be discussing the aftermath of it, what lessons have been learned, and we'll take it from there. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Remember to pray for Ghana, because whatever is happening now has an effect on the entirety of the nation. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Bye-bye.
primary school before continuing his secondary education at the Presbyterian Boys Senior High School, Presec, Legon. His time at Presec instilled in him a lifelong appreciation for discipline and service, with countless role in leadership and organization of students' projects on campus. He served as a volunteer at the Tomney Orphanage in KWABENA after completing his national service, underscoring his commitment to service. Brian pursued higher education after his secondary school education abroad, earning a bachelor's degree and an MBA in business administration from Johnson & Wales University in the USA. Returning to Ghana, he acquired a PhD in information systems from the University of Ghana and a graduate diploma in law, with additional postgraduate studies in security and intelligence from Georgetown University, USA, and a Master of Arts MA in security and intelligence from the University of Leicester, UK, later complementing his expertise with certifications from Massachusetts Institute of Technology and HP University in India. Dr. Brian Achampong started his political journey as a grassroots activist who once served as the Chief of Staff at the NPP headquarters under the late Chairman Jacob Echebi-Lamptey, where his organizational prowess and strategic vision earned him respect as a unifying force. Brian then entered Parliament in 2016 after succeeding the late Peter Wiafe-Pepra, a Member of Parliament for the Abetifi constituency. Now a strong member of the NPP, Brian served as the Member of Parliament for Abetifi, serving in the 6th, 7th and 8th Parliaments. He had the opportunity to serve on several committees in Parliament, including the Food, Agriculture and Cocoa Affairs Committee, the Defence and Interior, Appointment Committees, Privileges and Immunities Committees, serving as a ranking member for the Security and Intelligence Committee and Chairman of the Parliamentary Committee for Foreign Affairs. Dr. Brian Achampong was the Minister for Food and Agriculture, Minister of State at the Ministry of the Interior, Minister of State at the Ministry of National Security, Emri Invest Ghana Limited, and CEO into IT. Dr. Brian Achampong's exceptional contributions to public service, agriculture, education, and philanthropy have earned him several prestigious recognitions. Thus, the Order of the Volta, Member Category 2024, which was in recognition of his significant contributions to Ghana's development. Commendation from Casapreco Company Limited in April 2020 for his instrumental support in Ghana's fight against the COVID-19 pandemic, and honored by Ghana National Association of Teachers in August 2021 for providing scholarships to members in the Kwao East District, reflecting his dedication to empowering educators and enhancing education. In 2025, Brian Achampong announced his intention to contest the 2028 presidential primaries of the New Patriotic Party (NPP). He made this declaration during a courtesy call to the leadership of the Presbyterian Church of Ghana, where he also sought their spiritual support in advancement of the party's internal contest. He joins the flag bearership race of the New Patriotic Party (NPP), which has 4 other aspirants on the bill, with a campaign philosophy about the people, unity and building a Ghana that works for all, with faith in God and the power of the people behind. Many believe as a first-timer and a grassroots person, he is a force to reckon with in the presidential race of the NPP.
role in the formation of the Northern People's Party, together with other Northern political stalwarts such as SD Dombo, Yakubu Tali Tolongna, J.A. Brahima Kabachu Wora, and Mr. J.A. Nagba. They became the founders and kingpins of the Northern People's Party, which pushed for the development of the Northern Territory. Leaders of this party later joined force with their colleagues in the South to form the United Party, which is the political tradition of the New Patriotic Party. From an early age, Dr. Bawumia showed exceptional intellect and passion for learning. He earned a Bachelor of Science degree in Economics from Buckingham University, UK, a Master of Science degree in Development Economics from Oxford University, UK, and a PhD in Economics from Simon Fraser University, Canada. He has held academic positions as Assistant Professor of Economics, Baylor University, USA, Visiting Scholar, University of British Columbia, Canada, and Visiting Senior Research Associate, Center for the Study of African Economies, Oxford University, UK. He has also served as a Visiting Professor of Economic Governance at Central University, Ghana. As an economist and banker, Dr. Bawumia had a prestigious career, which includes serving as the Deputy Governor of the Bank of Ghana from 2006 to 2008 and the Resident Representative of the African Development Bank in Zimbabwe in 2011. Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia contested as running mate to the New Patriotic Party candidate, Nana Addo Dankwa Akufo-Addo, in the 2008 election. With this, the NPP increased a share of the vote compared to 2004 in other than 3 regions of the North in both the first and second round. Dr. Bawumia was re-nominated as the vice presidential candidate to Nana Akufo-Addo for the 2012 general election in March 2012. However, the NPP lost the presidential election to NDC's John Mahama. Dr. Mahamudu Bawumia has proven to be the most influential vice president in Ghana's history, having been selected as a running mate on 4 consecutive times: 2008, 2012, 2016, and 2020, and emerging as vice president in the last 2 presidential elections in 2016 and 2020 respectively. His starring role as the NPP's lead witness at the 2012 election petition at the Supreme Court is undoubtedly one of his highest points. Through his appearance at the Supreme Court, terms like pink sheet and "you and I were not there" entered the lexicon of Ghanaian politics. As vice president, he became synonymous with innovation and economic modernization. He spearheaded the digitalization of government services, championed financial inclusion through mobile money platforms, and promoted policies to strengthen Ghana's economic resilience with the objective of building Ghana's digital economy. Under his leadership, the Ghana card became the backbone of national identification. Mobile money interoperability revolutionized financial inclusion. The paperless port system improved efficiency and reduced corruption, while the digital addressing system formally identified properties nationwide. His initiatives transformed the economic landscape, opening new opportunities for businesses, farmers, and young entrepreneurs. As a 4-time running mate, Dr. Bawumia has endeared himself as a reliable partner for Nana Akufo-Addo and the NPP, campaigning to win power again for the NPP. His vision for a modern, inclusive Ghana continues to inspire a new generation of leaders. His campaign focuses on leveraging technology, empowering youth, and ensuring a resilient economy for all Ghanaians. Dr. Bawumia is a consummate politician
who, in political discourse, believes in speaking to issues with data and facts. Dr. Bawumia presents himself as a candidate capable of continuing Ghana's economic modernization, technological innovation, and inclusive growth. Born to Francis Ohini Kofi Japan and Mary Insia on June 16, 1960 at Asin Dompim in the Central Region, Mr. Kennedy Ohini Japan was first elected in 2000 to represent Asin North. He later transitioned to Asin Central in 2012, where he has consistently retained his seat. Throughout his political career, Mr. Ohini Japan has played a crucial role in the NPP, contributing financially to the party since 1992 and actively supporting its electoral successes, making him a key figure within the party. Ken, as he is affectionately called by colleagues and friends, had his secondary education at ADADE College in the Central Region and later pursued a degree in civil engineering from the KWAME University of Science and Technology in Kumasi. Mr. Japan also studied at Fordham University in New York, USA, and holds a GCE A-level certificate. Known for his fiery debating skills and persona, Mr. Kennedy Japan is one of the few politicians in Ghana who never lost his parliamentary seat since 2000. In addition to serving as a member of the Special Budget Committee and the Judiciary Committee, he chaired the Defense and Interior Committees in Parliament and also served as a chairperson of the Communication Committee. As an entrepreneur, a farmer and businessman, he owns a number of businesses in and outside the country, which includes media houses such as Oman FM and Ash FM, the Asin Farms, Supercare Group of Companies, and Hollywood Shopping Center. His presidential expedition began in 2022 when he announced he would not seek re-election to Parliament for a 7th term. Later in May 2022, he announced his intention to contest the presidential primaries of his party, the New Patriotic Party. In his quest to represent his party as its flag bearer for the 2024 elections, Mr. Japan stated that if he won the party primaries and general election, he would utilize his initial 100 days as president to transform the mindset of Ghanaians. He said his presidency was going to develop tourism facilities and sites to make the country a go-to destination for tourists. On the creation of jobs for the youth, Mr. Japan described the youth unemployment rate as alarming but indicated, per his track record of providing jobs to employ 7,000 people through his personal businesses. In November 2023, Mr. Kennedy Agyapong stood in the presidential primaries of the New Patriotic Party. He received a 37.4% of the votes cast by delegates, bringing him second to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, who was elected to lead the party into the 2024 general election. Mr. Kennedy Ohini Agyapong is contesting the party's flag bearer position with 4 other aspirants to lead the party in the 2028 general election. Majority of the populace view him as a controversial politician who claims to stand for the truth, irrespective of the subject matter. In every election, Ghana searches for leadership, not just charisma, but character, not just promises, but preparation. KWABENA J. Agyapong's story begins in a home steeped in public service. The son of a High Court judge, raised with discipline, faith, and an early sense that leadership comes with consequence. At Infantipim School, the values of duty and excellence were not slogans, they were expectations. Then, tragedy in 1982, his father was among the 3 High Court judges abducted and murdered, one of Ghana's darkest chapters. For a young engineering student, grief became a crucible. Trained as a civil engineer at Kwame Nkrumah University of Science and Technology and later in the United Kingdom, A.J. Agyapong learned to build systems, roads, runways, infrastructure where precision is unforgiving and failure visible. From highways to airport runways, his work shaped physical Ghana long before he sought to shape its politics. But engineering was never his only language. For nearly a decade, he spoke to the nation through sports, anchoring primetime television, covering Olympic Games, telling stories of discipline, defeat and triumph. Sports for him was not escape, it was metaphor. As Ghana returned to constitutional rule, A.J. Agyapong moved from commentary to political combat. In 2001, he stepped into the inner circle of power, appointed press secretary to President John Ejekun Kufuor. For 5 years, he stood at the crossroads of governance and communication, managing crisis, shaping message, defending policy at home and abroad. It was an apprenticeship in power, how decisions are made and how consequences are lived. In 2014, the party turned to him again, electing him General Secretary of the New Patriotic Party. But politics is not only accent. In 2015, he was suspended from the party. A sudden silence. For some, that is the end. For others, it is recalibration. He returned to engineering leadership, revitalizing professional institutions, restoring credibility, earning continental recognition. Away from the slogans, he refined a belief that Ghana's biggest deficit is not ideas, but its execution. In 2022, KWABENA J. Agyapong declared his intention to run for president, not as a messiah, but as a manager of systems, an engineer of governance. Away from the cameras, he is a husband, a father of 3, grounded by family, shaped by laws, disciplined by process. In a nation debating its future, KWABENA J. Agyapong offers a question as much as an answer. Can experience outweigh excitement? Can systems defeat slogans? Delegates will decide come January 31.
Well, it's crunch time. The wait is over. This is the moment for MPP delegates. The big question remains, who can